The Gunners will be starting from the 18-yard line. Sullivan will throw, and that's going to be intercepted right off the bat. First play from scrimmage, and the Barons will take over just like that. Backs. See if he can show that off tonight or not. Gonna run for his life, and he's gonna lose the football again. This time it's gonna be picked up by the defense. A minute left. Bradley across his body. And batted up and intercepted. And that'll end the game. Gonna drop the throw again. Throws sideline, complete to his receiver downfield. He's got a man going downfield. He's gonna keep going. No one's gonna catch him. Touchdown, Barons. Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're back here in season number 3, technically, of the GSFL, the Global Simulation Football League, and we have our second Thursday night game of the year already. It's already been 1 week, and we have what should be a very exciting matchup coming to you live from the city of Oakland, California, in featuring the Redwoods and the Dragons. So this should be, hopefully, like I said, very fun, exciting matchup to watch tonight. These two teams both getting the win in week 1. Pretty standard, or actually pretty close wins after facing their respective teams, also in the WFC West. Here they are starting tonight here. So these two teams fighting for the first place in the division, and early on in the season here, so I'm sure it'll have implications later on. But yeah, we're gonna get right into this here, and no real time for delay. So I'm just gonna switch this up, make sure I'm on the set thing or correct settings here, and hopefully you guys can hear this well. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. I'm gonna make sure that my mic's up a little bit so you guys can hear me. Hopefully it's all good and all that. So, but yeah, let's jump right into this game here, and I'm gonna pull up the rosters quickly because I just realized that was the other thing I was gonna pull up here. It looks like the Redwoods will be starting with the ball as well, so that means we'll get our first look at the Redwoods offense tonight under quarterback Sam Young. First-year quarterback here in the GSFL, didn't play the previous 2 seasons of the league, of the former league at least, and he had a very good game in week 1. Actually, I say that he had, I think, 4 interceptions in week 1, so not really necessarily a good game, but his team still got the victory. By 2 points. He's gonna hand off to his running back Dom Burton. I said that wrong name. But his last week's stats, you see them there: 91 yards, 18 carries, or 16 carries. No touchdowns though, so he'll be looking to try and potentially get a first rushing touchdown for himself here tonight. But looks like we're going to go formation here. We're going to hand off to the running back again. Nice play there by Dom Burton again on that play. Forgot his name for a second there. I'm sure you could tell. But we got other fun receivers here on this side of the ball for the Redwoods. We got Morgan Woodside. We got, or Whiteside, excuse me. We got Burton up the middle again for this time for a first. So yeah, this Redwoods team, obviously, like I said, getting the win barely just last weekend over the Riverhogs. And yeah, they're coming here now on a short week and hosting once again. Actually, I shouldn't say once again. They're coming from Australia, so they're probably pretty jet lagged. And it's probably not the best choice of travel-wise, but I'm sure they got enough. I'm sure they got a decent amount of practice, decent amount of rest in on the way back and whatnot. So they, I don't know, we'll see. That's probably why I'm guessing that Don Burton seems to be retired a little bit, but he's still putting up decent production. And he tries to get a couple there, but he's going to be stopped. But there's going to be a flag down. Let's see what this is. Looks like he's going to be holding on the offense. So that'll be holding by Matthew Covington, the center. So we'll back up the Redwoods back up to the 40. 1st and 18 now. So under center goes Young. He's going to hand off to Burton, or actually not Burton this time. It's going to be Turner. That's a new name I haven't heard yet so far. George Turner. So their second string running back for the Redwoods. They only had one running back use all game last weekend. So it's the first time we've heard of George Turner at all this year. Sam Young going to look to throw. Throws complete over the middle. Gets to about the 49. And it's going to be Antoine Rhodes on the other end of that reception there. So we got 3 guys to the right side. Actually, 4 guys to the right side. See how this play is. Young going to roll out, going to cross his body, going to get it downfield. Nice completion. All the way up to the 26-yard line. What a fantastic throw on the run by Sam Young. See here, just a cross body too. Gets it all the way upfield. And into the arms of number 25, who I need to find his name again here. That would be Justice Meadows. With Sam Young again over the middle. That's caught again at not to Justice Meadows this time. That's going to be a huge first down for the Redwoods, and going to have a Redwood player also slow to get up. And that's going to be one of their offensive linemen. Going to be down on the field for a moment. It's going to be Sheldon Marion, right guard, excuse me. There goes Burton to the left, tries to get outside, but defense is going to meet him head on there. I'm trying to figure out who caught that last pass just a couple moments ago. It was number 85. I thought it was 85. It could have been 25 too, but handout, play action, throw over the top, and almost intercepted. That would have been a very tough way to start this game here, and they're obviously going to got 3rd and goal here from the 4. Young going to look to throw, rolls to his left, and can't quite get away. And he's going to be taken down by Jermaine McMullen. Big man, 92 edge rusher. And they're going to settle for 3 here to start the first. So the kick is up, and it is good. So the Redwoods will be taking a 3-0 lead here in the first quarter in week 2. With that, we're going to be now getting our first look here at the Dragons offense. We saw them in the Saturday game last weekend, so we'll get to see a live game from them now. Got the quarterback coming out here, Dan Norwell, another new quarterback in the league, a new face. Was never in the league prior to this, so this will be his first year. Threw no touchdowns, only 1 pick, no touchdowns and 1 pick, but still managed to get the win over the San Diego Elks on the road as well. So there goes Norwell then back to throw, looking, getting chased, and just going to throw that one away. Pressure was too much from the Redwoods pass rush. and the blitzers, and yeah, he just had to get that out. Honestly, a smart play, if you ask me. And a handoff to his running back. Is this Sean Gills? And it is a record breaker himself. As don't remember, he broke the single game rushing record in this league, and he's gonna try and do the same thing again. Huge throw over the middle. That's caught, and that's gonna be a nice catch over the middle to Brian Beck, wide receiver for the Red Dragons here, who had a decent game last week as well. But yeah, over a nice pass there over the middle from Dan Norwell. Just 9 minutes, so decent ways through this first quarter. We don't have any points on the board yet. Well, no touchdowns at least. Here goes Norwell again to throw. Getting pressure, throws, gets it out in time, finds a receiver over the middle. And it might even be Brian Beck again. No, it's not Brian Beck. I believe it's Shelton Love, who's on the cover of the graphic of the score of last week's game. So here goes a toss inside to Deshaun Gills, who, like I said, there's his record-setting week last week. 239 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns after 34 attempts. Will he be able to replicate that success post that week? I don't know. And things are only going to get harder from here on out. Norwell throws over the middle. That's caught. And I believe that's Beck once again. Huge play over the middle from Brian Beck. Second big play of the game here. His second catch for well over 20 yards here. And a little bit another 1st and 10 for Tokyo, as they try and get some points of their own in response to the Redwoods field goal. With Sean Gills to the outside, he breaks the hole, finds a gap, gets all the way down inside the 10, at the 10, before he's stopped and tackled to the ground. So, and I should mention something here right now. So, this game, we have started using new sliders. So, if the game is not nearly as crazy scoring, or if there's more, seems realistic-ish, that would be why. Here goes Norwell again to throw outside, finds a man. That's going to be Shelton Love. And he's going to get inside to the 3. So 2nd and goal, looks like I formation. 2 running backs in the backfield. Going to hand off to Gills. No, he's going to take it himself. Tries to escape, but he's going to go down. Taken down by the defender for the Redwoods, and that's going to be Kenny Thomas, getting his first sack of the game, and I think first sack of the season too. It's going to be him, as well as let me just see if I can find him real quickly. Not Jason Griffin. Different Griffin. Let's see. Darnell Griffin. Going to get on his first sack there. Norwell looking to throw. Throws in the middle. That's going to be dropped, unfortunately. Trying to find Brian Beck in the end zone. Coverage was just too great, and it's going to have to settle for a field goal themselves. What I just said made no sense there, but Redwoods attempts to be up, and it's going to be good. So now we have a tied ball game here midway through the first quarter in Oakland. We get a chance to see the Redwoods offense again here to play. Obviously, last drive they only managed to get the field goal. See if they can up their game a little bit here. Nice return. Tackled at the 23, so 2 yards shy of the 25, where we would have had if he had just done a touchback. So looking at Sam Young here, again had an okay game last week. So looking to try and obviously improve upon that. He throws in the middle to his tight end, and that's going to be Alex Franklin on the reception end there. But yeah, so Sam Young just trying to improve on himself for this week, and really just seeing what he can do here. So here goes Burton again. Gets a couple yards, about 4 yards on that last carry. This defense for the Red Dragons, I forget what they're ranked now, but they were ranked, I think on the lower side of things. This game actually, I think I had a really low spread as well. Here goes Sam Young over the middle. That's going to be it's going to potentially be intercepted, but it's going to be knocked away by Quentin Tripp. on the side of the Dragons. So we got Sam Young again here to throw. Takes a snap, throws over the middle. That's going to be incomplete. Looking again in the area. It must have been for Alex Hawkins, but Tripp was also in the area as well. And that's going to be a 3 and out for this Oakland offense. That's the other thing I wanted to see. I really just wanted to see with the sliders how much of an impact they have. And so far, I mean, they've been proven to be pretty good because we've had, you know, we've gone through a whole quarter without a single touchdown. And I don't think that happened at all in the first week. So we still have 4 minutes left this first quarter here. Fake handoff to Gills. Norwell going to try and throw. Going to be taken down instead by Nick Bosa. Showing the strength there in his older age. Veteran Nick Bosa, who was originally obviously from the NFL, coming over to the GSFL here. And going to take Norwell back for a couple yards. He's going to take off himself. And going to try and get a couple yards. He's about a few yards in the carry there. Gets 9 yards back. Eric Hickman on the tackle for him. Gills in the backfield. Going to roll out Norwell. And he's going to be taken down again. This time by Eric Friedman. What's his name, right? No, Javier Friedman. The right end, the defensive end for this Redwoods defense. Able to take Drew Norwell down, or Dan Norwell, excuse me. I don't know why someone said Drew so bad. But, and yeah, if you're the Redwoods, this is not the offense that you planned on coming in here. You knew this Red Dragons team was going to be tough, but you didn't know how tough. Because the Redwoods will, actually, I should say the Redwoods. The Red Dragons, sorry. You knew this Oakland team was going to be tough, but didn't quite know how tough they were going to be. I mean, they almost gave up a 23-0 lead in the first game of the year. So, if anything, I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't take them lightly, but you might be inclined to after that. Burton's gonna be in the backfield, gonna motion inside a man up from the top. Sam Young gonna drop to the tight end, Alex Franklin, and he's gonna lose a yard as well. Trying to look for some sort of gain there and space to get forward, but the corner was all over it. Sam Young again dropping back, throwing downfield. It's going to be intercepted. Picked off at about the 50. It's going to be Quentin Tripp again. This time it comes away with an interception. And that, I think, is one of Sam Young's first interceptions here of the game. So, yeah, Quentin Tripp, who played a decent role last game as well, is now coming up here with the first interception of the ball game, as Sam Young tried to target Morgan Whiteside, who also played a really big role in last week's game and really just getting the Redwoods on track to have a 23-0 lead. Dan Norwell. This time it throws out and he's going to throw it to Gills on the outside, and is going to get 2 yards. Actually, no, not Gills. Shelton Love, excuse me. Kenny Thomas going to be in the area. So I'm going to be under center here. Going to be a nice bunch formation with Gills in the backfield. Going to throw over the middle, dump it off to Brian Beck. And going to be just inches short of the first down. This Dragons team already showing this game. I mean, honestly, this game's already looking a lot better than previous games. Here goes Norwell again to take off. And he's going to be trying to prevent, or he's going to be trying to be pushed out of a first down by Kenny Thomas, but he's going to push forward for a first. As we said earlier, he only had about a couple inches to get, and he got that. He's going to drop back decently far, though. Going to target a field. And this time he's going to have a new receiver here, number 16. And that's going to be Donald. Let me just see, where's this guy at here? Harry Donald. Chuck it off here to number 5. And it's going to be another running back. No, it's another tight end for him, Jason Gales. And that'll be the end of the first quarter here. Very tight one so far, 3-3. One turnover by Sam Young on the Redwood side, and Red Dragons, well, they have the ball here, and they're 3rd and inches away from getting inside the red zone. Norwell going to hand off to Gills, and Gills is going to get the first and then some. Pushing forward to the 15. Something I'm really curious to see how well Gills is going to do now with these adjusted sliders, because he seemed unstoppable last week. Play action. Norwell throws over the middle, and he's got Brian Beck all the way down to the 2. Obviously, Brian Beck getting into a little bit with the defenders there on the Redwoods side, or Hickman specifically. Brian Beck all alone up top. And instead, hand off to Gills, and Gills is going to get nothing. Surprised that Norwell didn't see that up the top there. If you guys rewind it, I can't rewind it here, unfortunately, but it'll show that Brian Beck was open. Well, nobody was covering him. So I'm not sure how you don't audible that, but beats me, I guess. The hand off to Gills, gets to the outside, and just going to be stuffed. He's only going to get to the 3. Bringing up 3rd and goal again here. Dragons were here before. They took 3 points, so we'll see if they can get a touchdown out of this. Gills pushes forward, but he gets stopped at the 1. This Redwoods D-line, led by Nick Bosa and Barber, and Barber specifically is Malachi Barber and all that, are playing out of their lights out tonight so far here, as they just stopped the run here. But they are going to go for it. 4th and goal from the 1. High formation. Throws over the middle. That's going to be caught by Brian Beck, and that's going to be a touchdown. The Dragons go for it on 4th and goal, and the pass from Dan Norwell goes to Brian Beck in the end zone as they take the lead for the first time ever this game here in the 2nd quarter, and lead by 6. So here's the extra point after for the Dragons. It's going to be Emmanuel Gomez, and he's going to be perfect. Still perfect here in this game, and that'll give the Dragons a 10-3 lead. So now the Redwoods find themselves in the hole. Here comes the return, and that gets up to about the 25, so actually gets up to about where he would have been if he just took a knee in the end zone. Sam Young going to come out here again. Unfortunately for him, that turnover he had in the last drive ended up costing him 6 points on the defensive side. So Dom Burton going to be in the backfield, going to take a stretch to the outside, and he's going to barely get a yard, if anything. The defense was waiting right for him. Second and 10 here from the 25. Sam Young going to throw it outside. A big hit down below here. Tried to find Justice Meadows and was able to, but was stopped immediately by Javante McCullers. Gonna be a nice wide formation here, inside slant. Sam Young tries to get out of the pocket, scrambles to his left, and he's gonna go down. They're gonna get some yardage there, but it's not gonna be enough for a first. And Young's looking for a flag. You're saying they roughed him or something. I don't know. He just didn't like what he saw, but it's gonna be a 4th down, another 3 and out here for this Redwoods offense. Punt is going to be up here. It's going to travel all the way to about the 25, and he's going to be taken down. Nice effort made there to get all the way to him by Trey Pleasant. And Darren Norwell comes out here last drive. Perfect, 6 for 6. 33 yards and a touchdown, excuse me. See if he can replicate the success. Going to hand off to Deshaun Gills. He's going to have a 1st down and then some. Gets all the way past midfield at the 49. This Tokyo offense running much more like a realistic type of offense. Again, like I said before, rather than the last week. Here goes Deshaun Gills again up the middle. And he gets 5 yards this time, so about half as much as he got last time, with Kenny Thomas going to tackle him there in the middle of the field. So So see, can this Redwoods defense stiffen up a little bit to stop him? They got Nick Bosa on their side. Gonna take it the opposite way of Nick Bosa this time. Smart move, and he gets up to the 43. So only a couple yards there, but yeah, this D-line for the Redwoods is pretty stacked. I mean, you got Nick Bosa, you got Malachi Barber, you got Mark Freeman, you got all these guys. Here goes Gill, is gonna break free for a moment before he gets tackled at the 36, but still has a first down. So Norwell gonna continue this successful drive he's so far having. Gonna take Gill to the outside, gets a block, but it's gonna be taken down by Nick Bosa. And Bosa trying to replicate the success he had in the NFL, obviously before it folded. And this league came to light. Norwell gonna take off. We'll take the ball here to the left side here. And gonna be tackled there by let's see if I can find him here really quickly. By Blades. Norwell over the middle. This time to Brian Beck again. He gets the first down. That's cracks Norwell at 100 yards passing tonight. So far pretty good. Things considered. I was looking at the wrong team, that's why. Oh no, I wasn't. Sorry, I'm trying to look for the defender that got the tackle earlier. Or Felix Blaze, that's his name. 4 or 5 wide formation here. Norwell throws and incompletes. Not sure who he was looking for on that play, but got 2 guys heading in his direction. I was hoping, I'm sure one of them was going to come down with the ball. Again, handoff. This time to Gills up the middle. He's got space, and he gets turned around and tackled finally at the 2. He's almost broke free for a touchdown. Would have been his 3rd of the year. Still could be if he scores in the next couple plays. First and goal from the 2. Hand off to the fullback, who's going to push his way forward and does fall in the end zone, but they're going to call him down at the 1. I don't know if that, I mean, I guess they're going to just go with it. It's from the 1 yard line now. Fullback dive, and it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to be stuffed. Excellent defensive play so far here. 3rd and goal. This time we got 4 guys on the outs, 3 guys at the left side. Gonna hand off inside. He's gonna take it himself. Loses the football. That's loose, but it's gonna be recovered in the end zone for a Dragons touchdown. Norwell's gonna recover his own fumble, and the Dragons will increase their lead again here by another touchdown. See, he lost the ball. I'm not sure why it's so sketchy, but yeah, he lost it. I just realized I forgot to actually record this. You know what? We're going to leave it. Because I just realized that'll be fine. So from the 17-3 here now the lead. Pretty insane turn of events there for Dan Norwell. Return taken upfield by let's see, where is he at? By Trent Babber. Here goes Sam Young, gonna throw outside to Burton, and he's gonna be tackled. A big hit. Big hit there by I can't find his name. By Vaughn Stanley. There he is. There goes Young, throwing, and gets it out to his one of his receivers here, Wayne Contreras. Couldn't trip on the tackle. 5 wide here. Throwing upfield to Meadows. What a catch! The only question is, does he stay in bounds? Does he maintain possession and keep the feet in? That was an insane sideline throw. I don't know about that one. He might be called out. And yeah, Tokyo's going to challenge this play here, this ruling on the field. From up here, it looked like he was in, but after that replay, I mean, he might have gotten the feet down. You see, he has possession right there. Gets the feet down. I think he's got it, actually. Again, I'm not sure why it's... I'm not sure why it's, like, kind of sketchy and lagging a little bit, but... Hasn't usually done something like this. Here goes Sam Young again to throw after the successful first down, unsuccessful challenge from the Dragons, causing them to lose a timeout, and that ball's going to be incomplete. Here goes Young again, throws downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Looking for Whiteside, and Quentin Tripp, who's been all over the place today, makes another breakup. Here goes Young again, throws over the middle. That's caught by the tight end, Franklin. And he's going to have the first down. Already, this is looking much, much better in terms of what an actual pro game will look like. Much more difficult and much more just insane as well. And here goes a nice run by Don Burton up the middle. Stats more realistic. I mean, here's the thing too, I'm not saying that 62 points can't happen in the game, but it doesn't happen very often, especially in the pros. I'm going to put him in motion. Going to be Burton up the middle though, and he's going to break a tackles, but he's going to get the first down. So just 3 minutes roughly left in this first half. Dragons lead by 14. And the Young going to take it and play action. Throws over the middle. Wide open receiver. He's got space in front of him. And he's going to unfortunately stop short because he could not get forward. That's Antoine Rhodes. He had literally the whole pasture in front of him. And just, I don't know if he just didn't get going right away or what, but like, yeah, there's nobody in front of him. He just, like, sprints or very least jumps or something. He could probably make the end zone. Instead, we're going to have a I formation for Don Burton. He's going to run it up the middle and push his way forward into the end zone for a score for Oakland. The first touchdown for the Redwoods here comes from Don Burton as he pushes his way into the end zone here late in the second quarter. Yeah, again, I'm not exactly sure what's going on with this. The stream being, like, the recording wise being, or the game itself being very, spiky and just jittery. So far, every time I've done this, it hasn't done that. So maybe it's because the computer's been on for a while. I don't know. Usually that's what happens. Here goes a return for the Dragons. Gets up to about the 23. Here comes John Gills, not nearly having the same type of game he had last week, but hey, he's got almost 80 yards in this first half. Wouldn't say it's not possible. 4 wide formation here, going to hand off. No, he's going to take it himself. Lose the football again. And it's going to be recovered by the Redwoods. Middleton is going to take it. Nicholas Middleton going to recover that fumble. Dan Norval, it's going to be stripped away from him by whoever number 55 is in the Redwoods. That would be, let's see here. Trying to find him. It's hard to find number-wise here, unless there isn't a 55. I know there is. Felix Blaze kind of ran into him and caused him to lose the fumble. So Redwoods already back into this game here. Young gonna throw upfield, down end zone, incomplete. Had a guy, he saw it. Obviously he saw it, that's why he threw it. But luckily the corner was able to get there. Sam Young gonna drop back. Gonna look, it's trying to escape, and he's gonna go down. Right at the 2-minute warning. Losing yardage, gonna go 3rd and 12 here. Gonna drop, looking to throw, downfield, finds Franklin, and gets a first down. And the clock's obviously gonna keep moving unless he gets out of bounds, but I think they're fairly confident they can tie this game up here, or at least they're gonna try. Single back in the backfield. Gonna drop it back a little bit. Throws over the middle. That's gonna be caught for a touchdown. Justice Meadows gonna get his first touchdown of the game here tonight. And the Redwoods are just within a point now of tying the football game after costly and turnover made by Dan Norwell just a few moments ago. So what a play here by the Redwoods here, getting back into this game, and just like that, we are tied 17 apiece right before halftime. Dragons were up 17-3 at one point. 14 unanswered points. Here goes return for the Dragons, gets up to about the 22. Sean Gill's coming out here in this offense. Man, they have, again, I think the sliders are really impacting these teams because this is the lowest scoring game we've had all year. Here goes Norwell. Again, throw. Oh, it's going to be knocked away. Excellent defensive coverage there by Nick Middleton for the Redwoods. Single back in the backfield. Norwell, excuse me, chucks it down to Gills. And Gills is barely actually going to lose a yard as well, so the Redwoods are going to take their timeout. Brings up 3rd and 11 here. Handoff up the middle. Gills breaks free, breaks 2 tackles. Gets a first down, just a minute remaining here. And are they going to take any timeouts to try and get up by a touchdown? I mean, they don't have to score at all. I mean, it's only the first half. You see Gills just pushing his way through there and able to break free for a first. 49 seconds left in this game, or in this first half, excuse me. Norwell over the middle. Wide open receiver. That's going to be number 5. That's going to be Jason Gales, tight end. And that'll be a timeout taken here in the second quarter, tied 17 apiece. Dragons took their second. Single back, Gills in the backfield. And going to throw. Norwell going to try and step up. And he's just going to throw it away. Looking for the guys on the outside or on the out corner routes. Just couldn't get it. What I have here is verticals to one side. Dumps it off to Gills. And is going to get nothing really. Except the 26. So my guess would be is they take a timeout and either try and go for the end zone or get a field goal here. That would just be the smart play. And we'll go for a field goal here from the 26-yard line here. Gonna go up, and it's gonna be good. So the Dragons will take the lead 20-17 here at the end of the second quarter. Return for the Redwoods, and a big hit there from the special teams on the Dragons side of things. 12 seconds left. I think they're just going to run this one out here. Dom Burton going to get a couple yards, but I think we're now just going to take this into the locker room here. And yeah, so not bad so far. We got very close game here, 20-17 here in the first quarter, and our first half, sorry. And now we're going to go on to our halftime report here. So for this. For this, I'm just going to say we got a couple games coming up here this week. We got good, interesting matchups. We got a couple of games once again on Sundays, or on two doubleheader on Sunday. We got a Monday night matchup. It should be exciting. But we're kicking off things this week with this game. Obviously, I don't know why I just stumbled because I thought I was showing you guys the scores of the games I've already pre-recorded for Saturday. So, but I haven't yet, so that's all right. Anyways, but yeah, So that's all I got to say for this. It was a very terrible halftime, I know. But we're going to get right back into this game here. Let's see what happens. Look to take it back here. Dragons can get the ball first. Gets up to the 30-yard line almost. Jeez. Here comes out Dan Norwell. Remember, obviously, his team able to get the field goal. Before that, it's interception. So here goes handoff to Gills, who's going to break free a little bit. It's up to the 42. And that may or may not have put him over 100 on the night. Single backfield for the Dragons. Going to hand off to Gills, who's going to break a couple more tackles. And he did crack 100 yards. So about halfway to where he got last week. But again, I'm pretty sure he's probably not going to get there. At least not in a single game. That would be kind of absurd at this point. Here goes Gills again, wide open. I mean, he might, honestly. That's not even Gills, it's Trauman. Which I don't have the rosters pulled up right now, but we'll see how much I can wing it here. A handoff, this time it is Gills. And Gills will be pushed full forward until he gets to the 36. Dan Norwell feeling very fired up about that. Felix Blades in there on the tackle. He's been plenty of places so far on this defense for this game tonight specifically. Norwell going to drop back, escape the pressure, throws out, gets out in time, gets to the Gills, and gets it up to the 34. So they seem to be playing very, pretty smart, all things considered. Yeah, really not much else to say about that. Norwell again, outside, gets it to Brian Beck, who's going to break one tackle, but sadly can't break another. To try and get upfield further. But he is going to get up to the, at least the 25-yard. First and 10 here. Norwell going to drop way back. Try and get some space in front of him. Going to throw it upfield, and that's going to be caught. Oh my goodness. And we got a player down in the Redwoods. It's going to be Jerry Tatum. And he's going to be looked at here on the sideline. But what a catch made by Brian Beck. Puts the Dragons on the 1-yard line. Hoping to get up by another touchdown here. Hand off to the fullback. And he's going to fall in for the score. That's going to be Dakota Bryant. The fullback for the one of the few teams that has a fullback in this league. And the Dragons will take another lead here by a touchdown. So here is the point after attempt. And it'll be up and it'll be good. And the Dragons will now hold on to their lead for a little longer. Leading now by 10 points. And here we are to come see the Redwoods offense for the first time in the second half. And Sam Young going to be under center here once more. Dropping back, throws over the middle, and just going to throw it incomplete. Out of reach for whatever reason of the receiver he was trying to target. So Sam Young in the backfield with Dom to his side. Dropping, throws in the middle, that's going to be caught. Huge hit. Huge hit, but it's going to be a third and 5, excuse me. It's going to be Antoine Rose on the end of that reception. Sam Young throws deeper this time, and he gets to Justice Meadows. He's been fairly active tonight. 5 for 75. 5 yards for 75. 5 catches for 75 yards is all I have to say. Here goes Don Burton, gonna take it to the left side. Gonna be tackled way back and behind the 48 by Wolf. No handoff, no play action. Chucks it down and gets it up almost to the 44. Just gonna be inches short though. That's gonna be Antoine Rhodes again. Run formation here for Don Burton. He's going to have it. Gets blocks. And he does get enough for the first, even if it's only a few inches. This Red Dragons defense starting to let up a little bit here, but only bending, not breaking so far. Don Burton get anything, be able to get anything, as this defense was able to plug him right up. Dropping back again. Throwing upfield, and he's got a man open, but he's going to miss him. Has tried to target Whiteside, I think, a couple times this game, and both times he's not been open. Gonna drop again. Throws upfield, and oh, he does get it to his tight end, Alex Franklin, but I think he was past the line of scrimmage. He was. So that'll be called intentional ground or legal forward pass, and it'll bring him back to the 48. Here goes the punt here for the Redwoods, as they just struggle on offense today. It just seems like they're, not able to do a whole lot. So from their own end zone here, from the 1, gonna take it inside. Dragon Gill's gonna jump a couple people. He's got broken tackles. He's breaking free. He's got nothing but space in front of him. He's gonna be being chased down by 2 guys, and he'll finally be brought down at the 8. And this guy just got another 200 yards in total in rushing after that break. Jumps over some people. This guy is electric. What an electric play made by the running back, Deshaun Gills. Absolute stuns. Nothing but stunned silence here in this stadium. That is just unbelievable. Gonna hand off this again to Deshaun Gills if he needs any more. Takes it all the way in for the score. That's not even Deshaun Gills. He gave him a rest. It's Bernie Thurman. I apologize. So Deshaun Gills gets the yards from the 1 to the opposite 2. And then Truman, uses the wheel route and gets it into the end zone for the score. What a wild couple of minutes here. Now with this extra point here to come, it'll be good, and the Dragons will increase their lead. 99-yard run from Deshaun Gills, putting him over 200 yards on the night, and then a touchdown to cap it off from Bernie Truman. A return game here coming again. Oh, a big hit there on 33 on the Redwoods. Sam Young now has to crawl back from a even larger deficit now at 17 points. Gonna motion Rhodes inside. Gonna drop back. Throws out to Burton. Burton's gonna hold on to it, but he's gonna lose the ball, but he's also gonna be down. It looked like, at least. He got up for a second, but maybe he went down again after that. Young gonna look to throw again. Throws over the middle. It's going to be batted away and incomplete. Very tight, good defensive coverage. Some might argue it was pass interference, but overall just good defensive play nonetheless. Gonna look to throw, getting rushed by 3. And oh, it's caught inside. Oh, and he spins, makes a man miss. And finally gets shoved out of bounds. What a play. And back-to-back drives for these teams. Well, one for each of these teams respectively. And that's the tight end, Carcachius. You know, able to spin away from trips, tackle, and get upfield. So this is a wild third quarter so far here. Sam Young dropping back, throws and try incomplete though. And Burden is not in the game still, so he might have gone out. Yeah, looks like the other running back's in his place. Gonna drop and throw upfield, and he's got, but he's gonna drop it. And that's gonna be a nice defensive coverage from Scott. I think it's even a defensive lineman too. That's impressive, or even a linebacker. So Young going to be in the backfield here. Screen pass to tight end. That's a new one. He's going to lose yardage, and Harrell is celebrating as his team makes another stop in the third quarter here. So the punt goes away here. Goes out this time at the 15. And the Red Dragons will come out here again. Here's Brian Beck, his stats numbers on the night. 103 yards, 8 catches, 1 touchdown, so very respectable. Sean Gills here has 200 yards on the ground. This offense is explosive. Here goes again a huge run. And he gets up to the 30. He might break his own record. 221 yards already on very few carries too. That is incredible. That play was probably one in a million that Deshaun Gills just had a moment ago. Here goes up the middle. This time, he jukes a man. That's going to be Truman, who had the touchdown. That touchdown after the big run from Gills, and now he's getting his own run, which is good. That you want to use more of the running backs here. You have multiple running backs for a reason. You don't need to give one guy 400 rushing yards and then one 2. That's a little exaggerated, but you have to use both of your running backs. I mean, otherwise why would you sign more than one? Here goes Deshaun Gills again, 20 carries, no gain really though. Or gets about a 3-yard gain, I guess. Here goes Norwell, going to hand off to, I believe it's Gills again, and now it's going to be Truman, which is good, because again, like I said, we don't want Gills to have all the fun. It's 3rd and inches, plus Gills is probably gassed right now. He had to run 99 yards, he ran the whole field. Upfield again this time, gets it out to Gales, his tight end. His 3rd catch of the night here. Malachi Barber and then the tackle there. Trying to tackle the trying to tackle the tall tight end. Their handoff this time. It is to Gills, and Gills is going to be shoved back. Not getting any gain. And it looks like that, can't tell if Gills in the backfield again. He is. And this time he's going to be stopped. Going to lose 2 yards. Malachi Barber in there on the tackle for loss, and just their run game being held in check now, especially after that big run that was given up against them a few plays ago. Norwell going to look to throw. Throws deep to the sideline. Oh, knocked away, incomplete. I think he was looking for somebody, obviously. But they're just going to elect to take a field goal here from the 39, so pretty good distance. Up, and it's going to be good. So the Dragons will increase their lead now to 20, rather than just 14, or 17, excuse me. Here goes a return here from the Redwoods. Going to try and get it to the outside. Not going to get much. So they'll have another opportunity here to get themselves downfield, obviously. And so far, what has been a very good game here tonight. much realistic game, more realistic game than I would have anticipated. Here goes Young again, going to throw across his body again. This time he does have a guy. And looks like it's going to be one of his receivers, or one of the new ones, I think. That's going to be Morgan Whiteside's first catch of the game. Throws out to Meadows, and Meadows is going to, not Meadows, Conatres. His fourth catch for 70 yards. He had the big play earlier with the broken tackle and the spin. Dropping back again. Throw Sam Young, and it probably should have been intercepted. That would have been Quinton. Would have been his second one of the game, and they're obviously going to 3rd and 10 here from the 39. Shift things up on offense a little bit. Handoff, fake handoff, play action. Throws incomplete. Trying to look for Justice Meadows there, but McCullers was in the area and would not have allowed that catch. So they'll be punting once again here. Right before the end of the 3rd. Punt is up. It's a deep one. And a fair catch at the 14-yard line. So Red Dragons will come out here again on offense to try and just solidify this 2-0 start that they're about to approach here. Dan Norwell. Handoff to Gills. Gills going to have a nice first down and then some. And I think he just broke his own record. Actually, he might have. I don't remember now. I can't remember if it was 239 or 240 or 293. It was either 293 or 239. I think it was 239. Another run by Gills. I'll just let him have it, right? Give him the rock. There goes Deshaun Gills for his, 254 yards in the ground, 24 carries. It just been incredible. This Redwoods defense just did not know what hit him. Dropping back. Throws, and it completes. I thought he was going to throw it to somebody else there. But he finds Gales downfield there. And that'll be the end of this 3rd quarter here. So Dragons blow the game open 37-17. And Sean Gills breaks another league record. His own record, I think. He just, breaks 2 records in 2 weeks. So, very impressive. Or broke the league record twice. Our handoff here. By Truman, yep. And that's the nice thing, hopefully, that we'll see with the sliders, is that they'll start to see that they're up by so much. They should just rest their players / just run the ball a lot to make the time go down quicker. And have it on conservative, obviously. There goes the Sean Gills in there with 260 on the ground. Like I said, easily a league record for sure. Excuse me, that was a yawn there. Yeah, 4th and 1 coming up here for the Redwoods, or for the Dragons, excuse me. Which means they'll probably be punting this ball away. Looks like they're going to be going for it here. Dan Norwell over the middle. That's going to be caught. I'd love to see him throw a lot more than handing off the ball, but what can you do? Norwell going to hand off. Gills going to get nothing. In fact, going to lose yardage. Or gain no yardage, rather. Second and 10 here, going to stream pass to Brian Beck. And he's going to get a couple yards here, about 4 on the pass after the catch. Here goes run by Gills. Gills gets up to the 12, down to the 12, and just 200 and What was that? Almost 300 rushing yards a game? That's just insane. Hand off again to Gills. And he's just gonna, yeah. I mean, this game is just total. You know, this one. Actually, you know what? What I'm gonna do is I might sub him out because I don't want him to get hurt necessarily, and that's what the team technically should do, is sub him out. I guess we'll see what happens here. 16 for the Dragons. It's Harry Donnell with the catch there. 3rd and 5 here. Norwell scrambling, throws across body to his receiver, and he gets a touchdown. It's going to be Jason Gales, the tight end. And the Dragons will essentially, punch their ticket into the 2-0 club because they're basically already there. Norwell going to throw a cross body and finds a tight end to the right side, and he just beats the middle linebacker and gets into the end zone. The Dragons will be increasing their lead here, following the extra point, or even more following the extra point. And there goes 44-17, 30-point or almost 30-point lead, which is crazy, because this is a divisional game. There goes return for the Redwoods, finds space, gets up to the 31, so not bad there at all. Here goes Oakland and throws over the middle. That's caught. Finds a man. It's Morgan Whiteside, who's been very quiet this game. Not having really a whole lot of targets. If he has any targets, they've either been drops, incompletions, or, slight gains. But he obviously only has 2 catches this game, so that would make sense. So Sam Young in the throw, up middle, and he breaks free. Speaking of Whiteside, there he is. We got Whiteside there with 9:08 left, 9:06 left in here in this 4th quarter. Redwoods are driving to try and add to their lead. Sam Young chucks down, and then the guy just stays there in the area. So 2nd and 8 coming up from the 32. Drop back, handoff, throws, and intercepted. And that's going to be intercepted by the 24. And that may or may not just have sealed this game. Sam Young's 2nd interception of the ball game. Derek Davis. He just threw right to him too. He's trying to look for Meadows, but Meadows ran the wrong route / forward, and there's the man of the hour here. Sean Gills breaking the league record, 270 yards in the ground. Very impressive performance by him. Another carry from him. He's 274 now, so I mean that's partially why I'm confused a little bit, because I feel like the sliders, they work, but still got him going for 200 yards on the carry. Then again, I have seen 62 points scored in an NFL game before, so it was just this last season. But yeah, so. Gonna take out, and a big tackle there made by Nick Bosa, as Dan Norwell tried to scramble out of the pocket and just couldn't, as he was met with the big bear right there in the front. And the punt will go up here. It's on to about the 29. He's going to be taken down at the 31. So slight gain on the return. And Sam Young trying to put together at least a solid drive for his team here, as He's kind of running out of options slowly but surely. He's only got 6.5 minutes left roughly to play here. Dropping back. Throws, completes. It's up to the 37. So yeah, trying to take over from that previous interception from that man right there last drive. And so far he's done a pretty good job. Looking. Throws, complete down the sideline. It's going to be Justice Meadows. And a nice Redwoods first down. And Sam Young backing up to throw again. Throws outside, gets it upfield to Morgan Whiteside. As he gets it upfield himself by having the tightrope there on the sideline and just overall getting it up there. Sam Young again throws inside. That's going to be caught but incomplete. It's going to be dropped. Or broken up, whichever one you want to refer to it as. Here goes, dropping the throw. Sam Young finds a man over the middle. That's going to be incomplete. Great corner coverage there for the Dragons. They're trying to hold their team scoreless in this entire second half. Or this entire fourth quarter. Upfield, got Whiteside for the first. And even if he doesn't, it was pretty dang close. And yep, they're going to call it there. So that'll stop the clock for some reason. Young, not Young throwing. It is Young. We're going to have an injury, unfortunately, on the Redwoods. It's going to be Sheldon Marion. Going to be sitting down here. Going to be taken to the locker room, too. Not a good sign if you're the Oaklands here, who is already struggling on offense. Trying to get anything done here. Throws in the middle. Wow, try and look for the tight end. Too good of coverage made by the defense. And they'll bring up 3rd down and 10. Sam Young dropping the back. Throws middle, caught for a huge catch in the middle to Antoine Rhodes. Dropping back. Looking, rolls out, and just throws it away. A few options. One of them was to probably run into... Never mind. Actually, he could have run into the end zone or could have just thrown it. Play action. Middle touchdown. Morgan Whiteside. Redwoods finally get a second touchdown on the board tonight. Late in the fourth quarter here. So probably not allow them to come back completely, but they have a better shot now. Here goes the kick. Now they're only down by 20. So it's 44-24 your score currently. 4 minutes left remaining in this fourth quarter. Let's see what happens. And onside kick. Not recovered. It's going to be recovered though. Almost looked like it was going to be recovered by the Redwoods, but luckily for the Dragons, it was not, and it was collected by them. Meaning that they might probably just run this game out here. Ideally not with their starting running back, but I don't actually remember who they're... actually, let me just quickly check here which team I'm viewing as. Because if I'm viewing as the... and I am viewing as the Dragons. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go in here. I'm going to take Deshaun Gills. I'm actually going to put Truman as number 1. Covington as number 2. And then put Deshaun Gills as number 3. That way he's not... getting more, oops. That way he's not, you know, like overtired and all that. So we'll get some action from the other running backs. Plus he's already got over 300 yards almost. There was a nice run, control run. Ooh, big hit there. Truman. Hand off to Norman again. Time slowly winding down here in this fourth quarter. Dragons driving once again. Hand off. And Trauman gets stuffed. So the Redwoods will force another 3 and out here for a field goal attempt if they're close enough. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised that he did not get that. And they will be going for it, surprisingly, even though they have a huge lead. Probably want to try and do something to make it a little bit more special here. And oh, he's going to be tackled in the backfield. Truman not able to replace Gills very easily. And they will be denied from getting a first down from a fourth down. So that means the Redwoods will take over. And will proceed as they have been. So a nice 5 wide verticals formation here. And we have a bunch formation. All open spread, what do you want to call it? Motion man inside. Throws, completes. It's up to, oh, and it's going to be intercepted too. Did not realize that was an interception, but it's his 3rd one of the day for Sam Young. It's Jimmy Shepard. Sheed. Yeah, I did not realize that was an interception. I was just trying to watch the game, and sure enough, it is. So now Dragons just like that will come out here, and that might have been the game ender. Here goes from the 48 here. Motion inside. Hand off. Ooh, and a big hit. Truman taking all the hits that Sean Gills was taking back when he was playing in the game earlier. And here we come to the 2-minute warning here. This first game of week number 2 of the season. And man, I tell you, I'm enjoying every single second of it. Again, handoff. Oh, and he's going to go nowhere. Losing another yard here. So the run game for the Dragons, as soon as I took their starter out for the game because he had enough yards, honestly, the team ended up just not being able to run the ball. Handoff. And he's got it for 4th and 6. I don't know if I risk it to go for it or not. But just a minute, under a minute remaining. But yeah, they'll just take a field goal, a final field goal to end this game here. This is the longest field goal. It might be. Oh, and it's got it. The Dragons will increase their lead to 47-24. And yeah, let's just see what happens for the rest 32 seconds of this game here. So Sam Young out here to come for the last time tonight. Fortunately, could not get it done at home here in the home opener, as the Dragons will spoil their fun and take a 2-0 lead in the division. Young over the middle, that's caught wide open. It's going to be number 88, who I already forget his name is. But 25 seconds left here. Redwoods going to try and score fast. Sam Young throwing wide open, same play. And throws at the 5 there, number 5 for the Redwoods. Dropping back. Throws, overthrown, incomplete. Almost has 400 yards in the day here, which is very impressive considering the, everything else like that. Dropping, throwing, and he's got it. And it's going to be 13 seconds left here in this first game of the week. or 11 seconds left here. 10 seconds. Throwing. Complete. Second and 10 here. And it's going to be flowing through the end zone here as Quentin Tripp, is in the area. 4 seconds left in the game here. We'll see who comes out on top. But you know who's going to be there. Redwoods gets hit as he throws, incomplete, and that'll be the end of this first game. 47-24 is the final. The Dragons will improve on to 2-0, whereas the Redwoods will fall to 1-1. So overall, great play from both teams. The game looked a lot more clean today, a lot more less scoring, but that's all right. Crazy, things made and whatnot. But yeah, so that is what I'm gonna have for this stream here. So if you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and also subscribe as well. I really do appreciate it every time you guys do that. But with that said, that is all going to be what's from me. Hope you all enjoyed this one, and look forward to seeing the next games in this weekend and on Monday. So thank you guys again so much for watching. Have a good night.